you. Oh, they left you. Oh, honey, it gonna be okay. Remember, if you want to drink eight 8-ounce glasses of water a day, drink 4 16-ounce bottles of water, and you meet that minimum requirement. And then add in your coffees, your teas, your juices, your soda waters, or whatever it is that you have. But make sure you're feeding yourself water, right? Okay, so let's talk about they left you, right? They left you. Yesterday we talked about you left and how you need to remember that you was the one that left, right? So today I want to talk about they left you. And the reason why I put all the different emojis on there is because sometimes, and if we're all being real with each other, when someone makes the decision to leave you, sometimes it's a surprise, and sometimes it's like, this ain't surprising, I saw this coming. And either way, it still can sometimes send you through a emotional roller coaster of up and downs of emotions on how you feel. Some people have different reactions, and so I wanted to talk about some of those different reactions and what those reactions would be. The most common reaction is my top two. One, I mean, shit, fuck it, whatever. And I say acting because sometimes that's what it is. Acting unbothered, nonchalant, I don't care, or that favorite phrase, I'm good, you know. But usually with those particular phrases, although there can be acceptance, right? There's acceptance of, okay, this is happening, it's out of my control, ain't shit I can do about it. So I'm just gonna work on accepting it and moving forward in my life by acting like I don't care about it. And sometimes there is still that disappointment or that sadness or that hurt. Now, most people will say initially, just like when people go into shock, sometimes they will say initially, man, I don't care, they can go and do what it is, shit, I'm about to do me. And usually somewhere during that process, much like any grieving process experience that you're gonna go through, what happens is later on you think about it and you like, man, that's fucked up, they hurt me, or I maybe what I did, I shouldn't have did that, right? And then there are those of you that say that you just go on, and that's fine. But for those people that have that experience, number one, I want to say, you know, if you want to suppress that feeling, it is quite all right. It is quite okay. You can suppress it with the I'm goods and the I don't cares, and you can hide behind that. But I promise you, at some point, if you don't address that, that it's going to leak over and spill over into new connections, new bonds, and new relationships with family, friend, co-workers, romantic mate that you're trying to build, right? Because you're constantly somewhere, some of y'all, not everybody, are going to continue to bring this experience up with somebody else in some type of form or fashion. And that's why the people that to me are saying I'm good, you know, with that type of vibration, and I'm still working on that phrase triggering me, by the way, too, when people say that, because it's like, oh, so you're suppressing. Like, that's how I really feel, like you're suppressing that, right? So when you're having that experience, it's fine, because sometimes you do have to suppress things for a little while, but make sure that you address it at a later time, right? So that's the one of the responses, is that people are like, man, I'm good, whatever. Now, Now, the second response that we're going to talk about is the most common, you know, unfortunately and fortunately. And the reason why I say unfortunately and fortunately is because fortunately, I've been one of the ones that have had this experience, so I can share from that perspective. And unfortunately, because we are not taught how to heal and go through a process and be okay with going through the process. Like sometimes there's shame in it. You either have the side where people are in shame because somebody lost, left you, or you're the person that goes over and they left me. And that's the second reaction we're going to talk about, which is, oh my God, and the depression. And I've been here and I've done all that I can do. And I can't believe that they left me, all of that type of situation. Let's see, one moment, please. There we go. So, having that type of response and reaction, of the, I will say, of the 7 relationship dynamics that I've been in, only one, which was the last one, is the one that I learned how to accept that this is just another experience, right? And after learning that from this last romantic breakup back in 2022, it really helped me to look at future experiences differently, right? So I can understand now. I have the ability to understand how some people are like, I'm good on that. I'm happy for the person. I'm moving on. They've moved on. It was good. It was an experience. I learned from it. I'm good. Now you see how that I'm good is completely different from I'm good. Like those are two different I'm goods. Those are two different I'm goods, right? So when this person leaves you, if you are one of those people that goes through the emotional breakdown and the emotional depression, like on a deeper level, you're going through that depression. There's a couple of different things. One, I have my let go process, right? It is a step-by-step let go process that I can help you with. And I also have a separate one called forgiveness. That is a step-by-step that I can help you with. You can go to my website, bookwithtina.com, and I can help you with that. Every person should have some type of process that they go through when they are in the stage of grieving, right? And when somebody leaves you, okay, and we're not talking about by death. That's a whole nother conversation that I would love to have with y'all. But we're talking about by choice. We're talking about breakups of friendships with romantic partners, jobs, or career choices, or co-workers, and with family. Did I say that right? Family, friend, co-worker, romantic mate. There we go. Those 4, right? When these people leave you, or that situation, and you're that person that has that severe depression, the crying and the don't want to get out of bed, you stop eating, you start rationalizing in your head, what is it I could have done different? Am I good enough? Am I not good enough? If you're that person that is going through and having that experience each time somebody leaves you in your life, then I want you to scale back and go back and see, if you're ready to do that deeper work, where did the issue of abandonment come from? And I say that, and I don't say it lightly, because there are people that deal with abandonment issues, fear of being alone, And the environment does not matter. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't matter if you had a two-parent household, you could still feel alone. Don't matter if you was a single parent household. Doesn't matter if you were adopted. It doesn't matter if maybe your parents sent you to live with somebody else. It doesn't matter if, like, where did this feeling of abandonment come from and why, and figure it out, right? And some people are like, I don't have an abandonment issue. I mean, I'm good. But if you don't have an abandonment issue and you're also the person that you're so depressed that you can't even get out of bed, and you're so depressed that you can't even work, and you're just in autopilot, honey, that is for you abandonment issue. How do you move past that, right? How do you move forward when there is a fear of loss that is created in the experience of losing someone? And how do you not take that into the next relationship of what you're building? How do you do that? How do you, if one person just ghosts you one day and never ever calls you again, how do you go from that to the next time you meet somebody not worrying about being ghosted again? And you can chime in on that, because this is something that most people deal with. It is the reason why some people say, I don't ever want to be in XYZ friendship again. I don't ever want to be in XYZ romantic relationship again. I can never love somebody again. I can never trust people again. I can never have this or that again, right? Because they're dealing with that abandonment issue and the fear of loss that has not even happened yet, because you've not yet learned how to deal with, this is just another experience for me to learn from and grow from so that I can move forward. You know what? I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to pull out my cards. Well, I don't know if I have my cards with me, but I do have my book. So I'm going to pull out my book, right? Let me pull out my book. So I have my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck book, okay? If you are having a hard time getting over that, I think sometimes I have forgotten, because I have been in this mode for the last 3-4 years where I'm like, damn, that hurt my feelings, but you know what? I'm moving forward. I appreciate the experience. Moving forward. So here, fulfillment of wishes. If you're having a hard time with somebody that has left you, fulfillment of wishes, and the first thing that comes to mind when I see fulfillment of wishes, maybe you prayed for and asked for confirmation on that particular relationship or situation and said, if this is it for me, then show me, or make this person come closer to me, or make this, and then your wish gets granted. It gets fulfilled, much like the Tower card, like I talked about previously. The Tower card is revealing everything that's going on because you were in the dark. So now that you have prayed, meditated, or asked for revelation on this situation and or this person, and it's being revealed to you that this is not the situation for you, or this is not the person for you, but yet still somewhere in there, when you made this wish, you had no idea that this person was going to leave you, or this situation was going to leave, right? You're not prepared. So this is what you remember in your fulfillment of your wishes. It says, this card, being one, if not the most positive of the minor arcana cards, represents emotional satisfaction, contentment, and enjoyment. Your wishes are coming true. So if you asked for this to be displayed, if you asked for confirmation then you should be receiving a emotional comfort and relief that, oh my God, thank you. Right? It says your wishes are coming true. Are you ready? Happiness, success, good health, completion, and accomplishment of your dreams and goals are in the palm of your hand. Sometimes we have people and or situations that are in our way, and then we pray, meditate, and ask for confirmation, and then that situation or that person will be removed, and then we become confused and we become hurt sometimes, and then it's like, wait, that's not what I asked for. Yes, what you asked for was room to grow. You asked for a path that is easy. You asked for confirmation on people and situations. So now that that person or the situation has left you, it is a fulfillment of your wish. Remember that. You only wanted to have people around you that were about their peace. You want to have people that are about their money. You want to have people around you that was about love. You want to have people around you that was about building relationships. And on that road, sometimes people will say, well, that road is a little bit lonely. It's okay. Lonely and alone is two different things, right? Alone just means it is something, it's an experience that you only are having, right? Alone. Lonely means you have the feeling that there are external situations and external circumstances and people that are not caring about you. That is lonely. You could be in a room full of 10,000 people and feel lonely. Alone and lonely is two different things. This card acts as a reminder to hold on to the beneficial feelings from accepting and receiving what you've asked or strive for. Know that these will assist you in the future when you may need inspiration and positive energy. This is the right time to heal those past memories that have been holding you hostage. Forgive others and yourself so that your wishes, desires, and goals have a clear, unobstructed path to your heart, soul, and life. So if you are having a challenging time, I want you to go back and sit and pray, meditate, and ask. Go pray, meditate, and ask. Remember that you prayed, meditated, and asked for confirmation for this person or this situation. So when it gets removed, remember, what exactly did I ask for? And remember, you're getting the fulfillment of your wish. Sometimes, and this is something that I've done to help myself, I have allowed my energy, I have allowed my, how do you want to say this, higher self, I've allowed God to make decisions in my life that say, if these people and situations are not right, they will eliminate their self. They will leave, right? And sometimes they will leave without explanation. And you got to be okay with that, right? And I've set that up. And then if I do question why, and I go back and pray, meditate, and ask, I am reminded, well, remember, you said you wanted to focus. You said you wanted a path that is going to lead to having the right people and situations in your life. And these were removed so that you could do that. So you can cry, you can boohoo, you can have that emotional experience. But once you do that, this is what I want you to remember. This is an experience. It is an experience. And I'm not saying there's not going to be challenges. And I'm not saying that there's not going to be days where it's going to be harder to accept and receive that they left. But what I am saying is remind yourself of what you asked for. And I hope this makes sense to you. I hope this makes sense to you. I love y'all. Y'all have an awesome and amazing day today. If you wanted to see yesterday's video, you can go back, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment on the video as well, because I want to get that interaction with you guys. If you need help, go to my website, bookwithtina.com, and I got you. Okay. I love you guys. Have an awesome and amazing day. Go back, watch the other video you left, because sometimes we leave a situation and we forget we the ones that left and we're expecting certain things. So you can go back and watch that one from yesterday. Love y'all. Have a great day. Namaste. Heart emojis to the world. Love you. Hit that. Bye.